Amina Tahiru, is my guest on Point Blank tonight to respond to these issues that have been raised against her. Hajia, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm doing very well.
Everything fine?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Everything is okay.
Nice. Okay, so we are a media house, a very responsible one. We are simply fighting against illegal mining in Ghana. And in our course of our reportage, we received information that there was illegal mining happening in Esum in the Kwai Bibrem district, and that you had that concession. You were engaging in the destruction of the environment, and the youth have been fighting you. First of all, who are you, and what are the issues from your side?
Thank you so much for inviting me here. First of all, I would say I'm just a simple Ghanaian. My name is Amina Tahiru. I don't even know how I was even linked to the Minister of Mines and Natural Resources. Lands and Natural Resources. I am not related to him.
You're not related to Abu Jinapo?
At all.
In no way?
In no way.
Are you even from his constituency?
I'm not even from his constituency. That's the irony.
Are you a Gonja?
I'm a Gonja.
But you're not his relative?
No.
You're not a relative of the... Is it Agbonwura? The father's title, not the Agbonwura. I've forgotten his father's title, but you're not related to his father?
Never, no.
You are not related to his brother?
No.
So why are you being accused of being related to the Minister for Lands?
Okay, so let's start from there. Mm-hmm. First of all, that is where all the lies are coming from. Yes, I am a Goinja by birth. Mm-hmm. And I'm also a Dagomba by birth. Mm-hmm. Yes, those are my identity. Mm-hmm. And I'm very proud to be a Goinja and a Dagomba at the same time. Okay. But in no way I am related to Abu Jinapo.
Okay, the Bupewura is what I was looking for. The Bupewura is Abu Jinapo's father. You are not related to him?
I've never even met him in person.
Okay, and have you met the Minister for Lands in person before?
Of course, he's my sector minister.
Okay. All right. So continue.
Right. So first of all these things are lies and all these allegations. And that is what is hurting me a lot about all this reportage. Because I was expecting that when the media heard about this story, should have at least given audience to the other side to also hear our side of the story. Mm-hmm. This case didn't start yesterday and it didn't start last month. It started 2 years ago. 2 years ago, the same man who is parading himself as a chief of a SWOM, who is not even a chief of a SWOM, had mobilized some farmers, numbering about 100 of them, to go to court in Asamankesi. The same lies he started with, telling the courts that I was destroying cocoa farms, about 3,000 hectares of cocoa lands and, destroying their water bodies and that the court should fine me 200 million. And what he had told the farmers was that if they win the case, he was going to share the same money to them. So, as you know, our poor...
Who is this person? What's the name?
This person is Ringgold.
That's a name?
The distilled Kontihini. Yes, That's his name. Yes. Now, we were in court for 6 months. The court did their due diligence and found out that everything they were talking about was nonsense. So they dismissed the case and fined the farmers. On top of that, I had to be the one to pay for their fine for the court. They came to my office and pleaded that they were misled by him. Mm-hmm. Actually, he himself came to my office in person. That was the first time I was meeting him. Paraded himself as the next person who was going to be the Kontihini and all kinds of titles. Now, I didn't understand what Kontihini meant. And we sat and talked. He asked me about my license. I showed it to him. He got up, took some money, and left my office and told me he was sorry. He didn't know I was such a gentle soul.
What do you mean by he got up, took some money?
Yes, I meant that.
As in you gave him money?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
that because
you gave him money.
As
how
custom,
much?
10,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
As custom demands when a chief visits you or
Okay.
you visit a chief.
Okay.
Yes, right.
Okay.
So when he was leaving, he said, oh, now that he has met me, he was the one who was sponsoring the farmers. He will no longer sponsor them again now that he has seen the truth, because the farmers had come to him to lie that I was destroying their farmlands and I was, destroying their water bodies. That's how he came in to help them. That was his first story. And I said, Nana, you've seen it. I haven't even started mining yet. My EPA is still pending. And there's no way. And mind you, I've been in this mining space for nearly 25 years now.
Good, which is actually where I was going to go to next. So you've been doing this for 25 years, but when did you enter Esuom? When did you first enter Esuom?
Now, I first entered Esuom about 5 years ago.
Okay.
When I started to process my documents.
So what license did you get for Esuom? Was it prospecting? Was it mining? What kind of license were you first given? And when were you given this license?
This is actually an interesting question. First of all, if you apply for a large-scale concession, you go through the reconnaissance license.
Yes.
Then you move to prospecting license. And then you move to your mining lease,
Yeah.
which is the final lease for you.
So when did you first get the reconnaissance license?
That's I unfortunately I left them in my office because we were rushing, to come.
But you had that.
I had that
from Minerals Commission.
From Minerals Commission.
Which year? At least do you remember which period?
Let's put it about 4 years ago.
4 years ago. So that would be around 2020 or 2021.
2020, 2021.
Okay, because you said you went to Esuom 5 years ago. So I'm trying to understand.
I'm coming. I'm coming. There's even more to that story. When I put in the application, they usually do some publication, 21 days publication through the district assembly. You go through that, no matter who you are. So that
was that done for you?
That was done. I'm getting to the point.
Okay.
Yes. And a concern was raised by the Esuom community that they didn't want me to come and take a concession there because they didn't want mining to be there. Mind you, every other places they were mining, including that Esuom town, even as at that point. Because when I did my search to put in the application, I realized that mining was already going on in Esuom. So, Minerals Commission puts a hold onto my application. They would often ask you, the miner, if you can go to the community and ask them what their concerns are about your application, which I did. Ringo didn't even come into the picture then because he was nowhere to be seen. I had never even heard about his name.
Okay.
I met the chiefs and elders of Esuom. They raised their concerns to me, and then we addressed the consent. And then a letter was given to me by the chiefs of Esuom and the elders of Esuom.
Do you remember the name?
Osaberima.
Okay. He gave you that letter?
Yes.
In what? How many years ago?
That was about 3 years ago.
4
years.
Saying that they have allowed you to come and
they have revoked their petition or their injunction.
They have withdrawn it.
They've withdrawn it.
Which means you can then get the reconnaissance license.
Which means I can go ahead and do my process.
And so the Minerals Commission gave you the reconnaissance license?
Yes.
And so you did the reconnaissance or recce, and then subsequently when
got
did you
my prospecting license.
So you applied for the prospecting license, and that one too was given to you.
Yes,
it was
granted.
Do you remember the date that was given to you?
Actually, my prospecting license was granted. I can't remember offhand, but
year?
I can furnish you with the license and everything.
But what year was
on.
it at least?
If the lease is about 3 years ago.
Okay, I wish you really had some documents on you here that I can reference and read out to my listeners. But
I think I can get them for you on my phone.
Do you have it on your phone?
Yes, on my phone I can get them.
Do you think you can easily drag it now? Would you be able to find it? Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
okay,
Yes.
please look for that. I'll be happy if you can give me some specific dates. Even if you can give me a year, not a month, that would be helpful. This is Point Blank on Eyewitness News on 97.3 CTFM. We are coming to you from our studios in Adabraka in Accra. My guest in studio is Chief Executive of AC Zenon Limited, Hajia Amina Tahiru. She stands accused of destroying the environment of Esum. The youth are up in arms against her. She's here to tell her story, and she says a lot of the stories are not accurate. So I'm just taking her through when she first entered the community. Per our laws, if you look at the Minerals and Mining Act, you need a reconnaissance license, you need a prospecting license, and then you'll be given a mining lease, which is the final one. And there are specific requirements before these are issued to you. They are issued to you by the Minerals Commission, the minister, and all of that. I was just asking her to give me specifics. Haji, have you found any of your letters yet? Have you found any of the letters yet?
Don't rush me, because it's a lot of documents I have on my phone. I have to go through them step by step.
No problem.
I can always send them to you, and then you can cross-check them.
Very well. Let's talk about your mining lease. When was your mining lease given to you?
My mining lease was granted 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yes.
During this period, who were you dealing with in officialdom? Was it Minerals Commission or the Minister for Lands? Who were you dealing with in officialdom?
Minerals Commission. I never dealt with the minister. I'm not the only person applying for licenses. So why should I be given a preference to go and deal with?
I didn't say that. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I'm also just saying.
So was the mining lease issued to you by the minister or the Minerals Commission?
The mining lease
yes.
is prepared by the
Commission.
Minerals Commission and signed by the minister.
So it was issued to you by the minister?
It was signed by the minister.
Yeah, so issued. Okay.
He didn't issue it. He signed it because he is the authorized person to sign the license.
For how many years were you given the permission to mine?
My mining lease is valid for 13 years.
13 years. Starting which year?
Starting 2 years ago.
So that's 2022. And you deployed, you sent your equipment. What have you done since then? Since 2 years ago, what did you do since you got the license or the lease?
Right. So since I got the lease last year, I've been preparing my site to start my mining activity. And currently, if you come to the site, you will find that I'm in the process of fixing some of the equipments that are meant for the processing, and also doing some bulk samplings as to guide me where to go and which channel to mine.
But you have not mined yet. You have not removed
any
gold from the ground yet.
I haven't even started actively yet.
Okay.
Yes.
Over the past 2 years, have you had any resistance from anybody since you got the lease and went back to site after the Osaberima gave you the earlier letter that says we have pardoned you to come? Have you had any opposition?
No, because I have always engaged with the community every step of the way. Even when I was on the land and they were already illegal miners mining on that same concession. Some were doing alluvial, some were doing metal detecting, some were doing rock. I kept taking pictures, I kept taking videos, I kept showing them to the chiefs of that community to stop them. And I have also, I think, sufficiently finished the EPA. I had to hire drones to go and take pictures of all the illegalities that was going on.
This was after you were given the lease?
This was after, because I could only move in to protect the land after the lease,
Question, the lease that was given to you, how many acreage or hectares was given to you? Do you remember?
Okay, so my entire size of the concession is 29.7 square kilometer. It's a large scale concession.
Which part of the Isuom township is it? Is it in the town? Is it on the outskirts of the town? Can you describe it for a stranger who doesn't know Isuom?
Okay, so it's not in the township. Nobody does mining in townships. It's in the outskirts of Isuom, into the bush, way into the bush. Yeah.
Is it close to a river body, close to a road?
Sadly, no.
That's why you're saying sadly.
Sadly, because I know where all the lies are coming from. So that's why I'm saying that sadly.
So it's not in a forest?
It's not in the forest.
It's not. Is it by a road?
No.
Is it by a river?
No.
Okay. The community members say that you are destroying the environment. They say that your mining is destroying the environment. What do you say to that?
They are lying.
How?
They are lying because I am not even, if anything, I am the one who is fighting them to protect their own environment. There was a time I went pleading with them, and I had to use a word to them to tell them that, look around you. I'm a northerner. I come from the north, and I have acquired this concession. Forget about the degradation. You are degrading my concession, and think about yourself for the first time. And this, I said it in a Deba ground. I didn't say it in person or to one single person. I said, go and check. You brought Burkinabés to this land. I don't deal in rock. I'm doing alluvial surface mining. The Burkinabés are on your land, leaching with cyanide, discharging the cyanide in the same river bodies or the streams that you are drinking from. Probably I will come to a swamp and will never drink water there, or I may drink water in a swamp. But look at what you are allowing. And I took a lot of pictures. In some of the videos, you could actually hear my frustration, my voice, what I was pleading. And I took it to EPA to finish them, because I often go back to EPA to show them these pictures and ask them, I haven't started mining yet. I'm still waiting for you people to grant me my permit. So what is going to happen to all these lands that has been mined whilst I'm sitting at home? And the answer will always be, you will be liable for those lands because the lease is issued in your name.
Okay. Do you have an EPA permit to mine?
I have EPA.
So you've got Minerals Commission, you've got EPA. Is there? Do you need one from the District Assembly?
I don't.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just asking. So you've got all your necessary documentation.
I got all my necessary.
However, you have not started mining.
I have. It takes a lot to start mining.
So there's nothing like an excavator or a machine digging anything on your ground on your behalf, bringing out gold.
I have excavators there. Like I said, we are currently doing bulk samplings.
Okay.
Yeah, to guide us.
Okay.
On which routes to take.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have soldiers on your concession?
Hi. I don't have soldiers on my concession.
Yesterday we were told you brought soldiers to.
Yes.
So who are those soldiers?
Okay. So the history behind those soldiers were that even before I went because I took a lot of media personnel to the site to show them actually what was going on, because to me that was what I was expecting from media houses such as yourself, to go to the grounds, do your investigation very well before you come out with a statement. And when that was not done, I took it upon myself because I'm sick and tired of all these lies. First, Ringo started accusing me of mining with prospecting licenses, and I kept correcting him. It's not a prospecting license, it's a mining lease. I have shown you my mining lease. You yourself, you dragged me to court. I showed my mining lease to your lawyer, and you are still using the same word. She's using prospecting license, she's using prospecting license. So I decided to take the media there. I invited all the media houses. I don't know how you didn't get invitation to come. Now, as we were going, I was tipped off that he had asked his so-called Ringo boys. And mind you, let me correct you, they are not Asiom youths. They are just a section of boys he's using, promising them that if he wins the fight against me, he's going to take the concession and redistribute the land to them.
Haja, we don't have time. So my question is, you had soldiers on your concession.
Yes, I brought four military men.
From where?
From Accra to guard me, to protect me, actually.
Under what
you can't ask me that. Yeah, and under my personal safety, to protect me as a person.
Who released them to you?
That's not your business. Who released them to me?
It's actually my business.
It's actually not your business. When Kontihini brought soldiers to the site, did you ask him how he brought soldiers to the place? He brought 8 military personnel.
So you brought 4 soldiers?
Yes, to protect me.
From which barracks?
I'm not going to disclose that to you.
Did the Chief of Defense Staff know that you had
I'm not
soldiers
going to even answer that.
Who signed their release for you?
That's not your business, my brother.
Are they genuine soldiers?
Yes, they are genuine soldiers.
Ghana Armed Forces?
Yes, yeah.
They were armed?
They were not armed. You see, that is the whole issue.
They didn't have weapons?
No.
So how were they guarding you if they are not?
Well, you know, by mere fact that somebody is wearing the uniform alone can deter people.
That would just be mere khaki or camouflage. If he's holding no gun,
whatever you
how
call
can he
it,
defend
however
you?
you want it. Yes, you describe it however
So
you
you went
want
with 4 soldiers who are not armed, but you will not tell me where you got them from.
Yes.
So it's possible they are not soldiers.
They are soldiers.
They are soldiers.
Yes.
Did the Minister of Defense give them to you?
That's not your problem, my brother.
It's actually
no, it's not, because I expected you to ask Ringgold when he brought 8 military men to the site with AK-47s and pump actions.
Do you still have those soldiers with you?
No. They just came to protect me and the media personnel, because it was my responsibility to protect those media men I was taking there.
Are they currently on your concession, the soldiers?
No,
Where
nobody
are they?
is there. I don't know. They've gone.
So,
they only came for a day.
So it's just for one day?
It was just for one day.
All right. We have to end the discussion now, but Ghanaians are listening.
Yes.
The accusation against you is that you are destroying the environment. You are saying to us on the record and on authority that you are not destroying the environment, and you are not mining in the town, and you are not destroying any river body.
No. Anybody can go to a Zoom and fact check. I've opened the door to anybody. You don't even need to call me before you go to a Zoom and check for yourself. The site is there. It's a properly set up site. Doesn't look like anything you've ever seen. It's not a galamsey site. I have CCTV cameras, even right now as live. If you want, I can open them for you to look around, for you to see.
The youth are not going to allow you to mine. That's what they say. How are you going to navigate that? Are you going to keep using the soldiers to threaten them?
I'm going to use the law. I'm going to use... I have the right. No, I'm going to use the court of law to put a stop to Ringgold and his illegality. If anything, you should have been asking him how he ended up extorting 170,000, 1.17 million from the same people he's accusing as illegal miners, and extorting 139 pounds of gold from the same people he is accusing as being illegal miners today.
So what you are saying are just accusations and allegations?
I am not accusation. I have all the facts.
You haven't brought it?
No, I have them.
But you haven't brought it.
Well,
so for me,
I hope you would have been telling him when he sat here and was mentioning my name, and It
remains an allegation. So I'll leave it at that. Hajia Amina Tahiru, Chief Executive, AC Zenon Limited. Thank you for joining us on Permanent.
You're welcome.
And my name is Omar Rusanda Amado. This has been